Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. This video, oops, Christ, sorry about that. This is the Palace Away live watch along with me, your host John. This video, as always, is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s. As you can see here, along with Admiral and Umbro claret and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. So go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below. Let me just adjust this light because we're having a bit of lighting issues here today for some reason. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting will be going directly through to Iron Supporting Food Banks, even the charity to help those run by that are basically on the breadline at the minute. So thank you to everybody that's in the chat, the 12 people watching on Periscope, the 3 people watching on Facebook, and the 4 people watching on YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope everything's okay picture wise, of course, because obviously, you know, as you guys know, I've had some real troubles. I've actually connected my PC up to the router now. So as always, guys, let's jump straight into the team sheets for West Ham. It is pretty much a 4-2-3-1 formation as we pretty much thought it was going to be. So the same back four. So we've got Fabianski in goal. The same back four as the West Brom victory of Kuf, Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, and Creswell. Souček and Rice making up the defensive midfield. Bowen on the right, Fornals in the middle, and Ben Rama on the left, and Antonio up front. Basically, the formation and the player-to-player that I predicted in the preview. On the bench, we have Martin, Fredericks, Johnson, Odebeko, Noble, Diop, Lanzi, Balbuena, and Yarmolenko. So for Crystal Palace, we have Guaita in goal. There is back four of Ward, Kouati. So Czech Kouati playing as a defensive centre-back. That's interesting. Cahill and Mitchell, Townsend, MacArthur, Milojevic, and Eze as the midfield four, with Benteke and Zaha up front in the 4-4-2 formation. On the bench is Butland, Van Aanholt, Dan, Jordan Ayew, Klein, McCarthy, Batshuayi, Kelly, and Rijderveld. So could be an interesting game tonight, guys. Could be an interesting game. Good morning, Kieran. I hope you're all right down there, mate. And it says it's pissing it down. Yeah, it was. We had a fair bit of snow over the weekend, mate. And so I'll take rain over as much as I love a bit of snow. I'll take rain all day long. So apologies, guys. I just need to double check. I need to update the coverings here. Mark, good evening, mate. I hope you're okay. There are other people watching. There's more people watching on Periscope than there are on Facebook and YouTube. So there are more people here. Starboy Richie, welcome, mate. And always nice to see new faces. He says he thinks it's a draw. Sweet, good. So let me just update this very, very quickly. And there we go. Yeah, so it's a bit more central. Yeah, so unfortunately, because I've had to revert to using StreamYard. Sadly, we are going to be basically we can't have this usual setup. I'm afraid, guys. Even though the internet seems to be a little bit more stable, it's still not connecting on Streamlabs for some random reason. So it's back to StreamYard. But your good health, guys. Well, because Starboy Richie said he thinks it's a draw, guys. What do you reckon? What do you reckon on this? And also, Barmies, guys, please do give me your please do give me your excuse me, please do give me your match prediction reports wise as well. I ran a poll on Twitter, and thank you to everybody, the 32 people that took part in the poll. 62.5% of you guys said it was a West Ham win. 21.9% of you guys said it was going to be a draw, and 15.6% of you guys said that it was going to be a Crystal Palace win. So not pretty much not surprising in any shape or form, if I'm completely honest with you. Not surprising too much. Mark says West Ham to win 2-1. Rudolph says, welcome, Rudolph. Always nice to see a new face. I don't recall seeing you before. Rudolph says 2-0. Mark says Ben Rama to score his first goal. A lot of people have been saying that, mate. A lot of people have been saying that. They want him to score tonight, and it'd be very nice to have him. It's great to have Fornals in the centre midfield role. It's where he excels. It genuinely is where he excels. And personally, I think that's where Ben Rama excels as well, being out on the left. So it could be good. Kieran says a scrappy 2-1 and our first pen of the season. Could very well be, mate. You never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened, my mate. Stranger things have happened. Let me just get this around. That's better. Yeah, just making it a bit more natural. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, guys. I'd take a draw all day long. But if we beat Palace tonight, then we go fourth. So everybody wants to win, of course. Starboy says the two teams are both in form, but West Ham will find it difficult to beat Palace in their home. Agreed. So we're in the third kit tonight, which is quite cool because obviously want to try and get some people to buy them because the club is putting everything on sale at the moment and have done for the last few weeks. So yeah, we're just waiting for the kickoff now. So there won't be any time coding come up here, guys. So I'll try and keep you updated as much as I can. But I will be updating the score, so at least guys can see it. Okay, so we've got now Dawson on the ball with a long ball straight away to try and find no one, actually. But Benrahma's jumping for the ball, gets it. Goes up to Antonio, and nobody challenges for that pass. And as a result of it, Palace are now in possession. Mark says, how much are they selling the tops for? If I remember correctly, mate, it's about 30% off. I'm not sure if it's the third shirt, but I know the home. There's certainly the home and the away shirts are going for about 35% off. Kieran said, I would say that's probably our strongest team. Pretty much, mate. Pretty much. We will be having the weekly live chat as well for that moment, guys. Last week, because I did cancel it because we were supposed to sort something else in the house and it didn't, but it's getting sorted out this week, so I'm not cancelling another one. But there wasn't much to talk about anyway. There's not really that much to talk about anyway, but we haven't had one for a couple of weeks, so nonetheless, I thought it would be best because I know a lot of people look forward to it. I'll try and keep you updated with the Newcastle Leeds game as much as I can. But obviously, want to try and focus on this now. Just as Ward's on the ball, now to Townsend, back to Ward. Back to Townsend. No. So both teams pretty much feeling each other out so far by the looks of it. So this is the original home of the watch along, and we've now got a reverse of fortune. There's more people watching on YouTube than there is on Facebook. In fact, no one's watching on Facebook now because I'm not streaming the game. And there's 4 people watching on Periscope, aka Twitter. So thank you very much, guys, for your. Of course, put your comments in the comment section. They will come up on the stream, as always. Antonio on the ball now. Not the best of ideas to try and pass the Fornals out on the left. Why is he out there straight away? Surely Benrahma should be in there. It looks like Benrahma and Fornals have swapped pretty quickly. But you never know. You never know. So Ward to take the throw in, which he does. And Creswell with the weirdest sort of pass trying to find Antonio, and of course he doesn't. But Fornals jumps on the break of that, and Socek gives the ball away, unfortunately. And now we'll look. I think that's Benteke. I think no, it's not Benteke. What am I talking about? Who is it? Yeah, it was Benteke. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing him on a number 20 shirt. It's MacArthur to Ward. There's Milivovic, I should say. Zaha 1-0. Zaha straight away. Honestly, he hasn't played for a week, and guess what? Bum. Hasn't straight away. Guys, let me know your thoughts on that goal. I think that's pretty weak myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's well taken from Palace's point of view, but yeah, Creswell could have done more. Really could have done more. Should have been marking Zaha. Should have really. Ogbonna got the best of him. And yeah, the lady commentator is just saying that we didn't get tight to him. Paul Johnson, welcome, mate. Hope you're all right. Yeah, lackluster defending. Really lackluster defending, mate. Unfortunately. A lot of work for West Ham boys to do tonight. A lot of work. 3 minutes on the clock. 2 and a bit, but 3 minutes as far as the match score is concerned. Unbelievable. Tony, good evening, mate. Vending. Vending or venting, Tony? Right, so we've got Eze in the ball now. Tackled by Ben Rama. Not the best of tackles from him, and it's a free kick as a result. I thought it was, Tony. Evening, bloody corrective text. Well, check what you send, son. Check what you send. Don't be so thumb quick. Thumbs of fire. Right, so Eze's going to take the free kick. So Sufal looking like a heavy metal bass player with that little goatee thing going on. Ball in, good ball in. Socek but headers it out and it goes out for a Crystal Palace throw in. Corner even, I should say. So yeah, great idea from him, but there was nothing else he could do. Brain sample, hello guys. How they let Zaha score so early. Bad marking from Creswell, but Antonio got turned as Townsend takes the corner. Ball headed out by Socek, but Townsend back on the rebound. Ball in again. Ogbonna headers out, but straight to Eze. Puts the ball back over to find Townsend. Creswell standing off a little bit, but great defensive header by Dex there. Very, very good. Kawati. Milojevic, or how the bloody hell you pronounce it. And it goes out for a West Ham throw-in off Zaha by the looks of it. So quickly taken, and Dex is on the ball now. Passes over to Creswell. Up to Fornals. Yep, they swap positions straight away. Creswell and Ben Rama have swapped. I don't know why. Olito Marcos says he's watching from Mozambique. Go Hammers. Welcome, mate. Always nice to see new people. Tony says I'm a lot better now, Mark. Good. I'm glad to hear it there, Tony. Brain Tom says I only got the Newcastle game on, but monitoring your stream. So keep us posted on that then, Brain. How the Magpies are getting on against Leeds, I think, isn't it? Is it Leeds they're playing tonight? Yeah, Leeds. Tony says Palace always our bogey side. Agreed. It's been very difficult for us against them, but we've always had good performances from against them at the same point. Yes, it was Leeds. I thought Brain. Thank you very much, mate. Mark says we gave Leeds an early lead and pumped them. It's happening again tonight. I hope, Mark. I genuinely do hope so. Genuinely do hope so. God, I miss Streamlabs. It looks so much better, so much more control for free. I hope they get that sorted out. I genuinely do. It's the only. Anyway. I'm not going to rant about that. So Sufal to Rice, Ogbonna, back to Fabianski. This is typical West Ham security football. Now you watch. Ogbonna, long ball that finds Ben Rama, but finds Antonio just and Fornals to Creswell. Nice little interplay there. Really happy with that. Fornals. And it goes out for Antonio with a clip. Oh, yes! Yes, Socek. 1-0. Beautiful equaliser. Nice little backflip by Antonio for the assist. And it looks like you were right, Mark. Looks like you were right. It's coming in, son. It's coming in. Those were the days. Mark, we'll talk about that at half time. Let's focus on the game for the minute. Paul the Gooner says 2-2, he reckons. So yeah, nice little flick on from Antonio, and Souček right in the right place at the right time, as he always is. Good lad, good lad. Game on. Tony Blackwell, great reply. Antonio and Souček, perfect. So Mark says I'm always right, John. Most of the time. We haven't got Dell coming in 3-1, but he might pop in if he remembers it. Rudolph, welcome. Souček, yeah, great goal. Great goal. So Rice, Fornals, back to Rice. Wasn't expecting it, but did well. Croswell, back to no. He's going to put it to Ogbonna. So Dawson. So Souček, but still got a lot of work to do, guys. A lot of work to do. Where are we? To you too, Rudolph, mate. To you too. Mark says that's an assist and a goal for the dream team. Yep. Totally is, mate. I got an assist from Antonio off that. I don't think I haven't got Souček in there. I've got Rice and Dawson. Rice and Bowen. Talking of which, we haven't seen much of Bowen on the ball yet. Great pass. Great football, West Ham. Go on, Fornals. Get in there, son. Get in there. Poor. Not strong enough. Eze on the ball now. Fornals trying to get challenge, but doesn't get it back. But Dawson, Rice screaming for the ball at the centre circle and not getting it. Paul says that's what you need, an instant reply. Exactly. Yeah, that's what you need in a derby, mate, much less after any other time. But yeah, very, very good. Very good build up from West Ham. This is the West Ham of old that we've been wanting to see by the looks of things. I said there was typical defensive West Ham coming up, and it was to a degree. And then all of a sudden we took the chance. Great inspirational play from Antonio. Really, really was inspirational play from him. It's a shame we haven't been able to keep. We've got two games and no clean sheets out of that now. But as long as we don't leave, we'll lose. We'll be at me. But you never say never against Palace. Never say never. Great challenge in there. Rice over to Souček, to Dawson, to Ogbonna, to Croswell. Come on, as nice as it is, thank you. Ogbonna to Dawson. Dawson playing long ball football. Trying to find Soufal, but Soufal wasn't quick enough for it. Mark says, love how we get on with it when we go behind. Moyes has really changed the attitude at West Ham. He has, man, 100%. This is looking like the good old days of Everton. Could go fourth and above Liverpool tonight. Yep, if we win, Paul. Yep, agreed. Oh, good play. Just not good enough, unfortunately. But Benteke, give us a ball, mate, if you don't mind. Benrahma, Soufal, back to Benrahma. Trying to find it Benrahma, but unfortunately gets intercepted. And so now Zaha pissing around. Which reminds me, I need to... I've said to Marshy, and guys, I want you to do this in the chat as well. Whenever Zaha goes down, I want you to count it in the chat. So the first time he goes down, he put a 1, and then if he goes down again, could a 2, 3, etc. Yeah. Mark says just shows what can happen if you give the manager time. Love it. Tony says strong bow. Yeah, strong bow. He means strong bow. No, it's not. It's not, mate. It's Aspel's draft cider. I mean, Cahill will be pumped because he had a brace. He'd be really pumped because obviously they conceded 4 against Man City, including a brace, I should say, from his former teammate John Stones. So I know Gary Cahill is going to be really, really up for making sure they don't concede too many again tonight. Mark says, I'm having a nice vintage claret, 1932. Plenty Blackwell says, Aspels is quite nice, I have to say. It is. It is, man. It's. I always get it when I go down to Tesco's. I always get it from there. Always get it from there. Alito Marcos Souček is unbelievable. He is, man. He's a cracking player. Him and Soufal together have been absolutely incredible for us this season, and nobody would have expected us to be where we are. You know, I'm not getting carried away with it, and I know a lot of you guys aren't getting carried away with it either. But buzzing that we're playing this well. Absolutely buzzing. Tony says, I knew we were dealing with royalty, Mark. Right, so Soufal on the ball now, running into the box. Ball in, trying to find Antonio, but it's a little bit too far. And Townsend bottles it, and Creswell gets the ball. Fornell's back to Creswell. Fornell's got in the way. Creswell wasn't thinking clearly, but fortunately Rice gets the ball, but gives it away because again, not enough communication out there. Milivojevic, ball's moving around quite freely for Palace, which is a bit of a shame. Creswell gathers. Nobody goes into the centre for the ball. No one's watching the ball properly. Still a bit of nerves out there at the minute. Eze on the ball now, just outside the box. Ball in, and it goes out for a goal kick. So first quarter of an hour, 15 minutes and 40 seconds now. 15 minutes 42 now, just in case you guys are wondering. I'm sure I'm waiting for Mark to say that he's a week ahead of me. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I like StreamYard. You know, I used it for a long, long time. As you know, everybody else bar Hammers Chat uses it as well. So there's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the control over StreamYard, Streamlabs gives you, or OBS in general gives you. I just prefer the. It's much better, much better. And consider it's free as well. 10's better. Brain Sample says Leeds are 1-0 up over Newcastle. Dodgy times, mate. Dodgy times for them. Mark says he's actually behind tonight. I'm on beIN Sports. beIN Sports I really like. But I'm glad I got my access to BT Sport app all sorted out because it is a good service. It's a lot cheaper than Now TV Sky Sports anyway. A lot cheaper. Chris Watson, good evening, mate. Welcome back. In actual fact, I think you've been here before a little while back, but welcome back. Always good to see people. So 22 people watching on Facebook and nobody's talking. 8 people watching on YouTube and a few people talking, and only one person watching on Twitter or Periscope, whichever one of the two. So yeah, it's always good to have people in the chat, guys. Come on, there's 29 people in general watching this. Please do interact. I know a lot of people just like to sit here and listen, which is fine. I haven't got an issue with it. But yeah, we're supposed to be. It's, you know, the format of this is that we are watching this together, and so it'd be nice for everybody on Facebook to give me their opinions. 26 people now. 9 people on Facebook. 9 people on YouTube and 26 people on Facebook watching this. Thank you very much, guys. It's always appreciated. More than appreciated. Be nice to try and get us back to 1730. So we've had a few people, 1730 subscribers. We've had a few people leave. So if you like what I'm doing, there's going to be more of this, and so please do subscribe. So Rice, Dawson, back into Okbona. Should be going to Rice now, but doesn't. I know it's on. I'm watching it. My phone's alerting me to the game. Well, I know that. Zaha Souček and Zaha battling for the ball. 1. There you go. So everyone put 1 in the chat because Zaha's gone down very, very lightly. Very, very lightly. Where's Marshy? Where are you? Benteke's offside. Tony says, think Hodgson forgot to turn the taps off. The pitch is quite wet. Yeah, so the cameras as well, mate. Chris is just about to cook some dinner. A bit disappointed with the start, but happy with our response. 100%, mate, completely. You know, we were down for what, 2 minutes, if that. Mark says we'll be doing Champions League watch alongs next season. Be nice. Very good save from Fabianski there. But I don't know why Benteke wasn't called as offside then. I genuinely don't. Genuinely don't. So, Arito, thank you very much for loving this on Facebook. And Desney Hendricks and Ahmed Al Amin, thank you very much for liking it on Facebook. Thank you much, guys. Much appreciated. So, Souček over to Rice, to Creswell, Ben Rama, Rice, Creswell, Rice to Souček. Rice over there to Sufal. Great vision. He does. He looks like a heavy metal rock band bassist. He really does. Sufal. Rice just on the halfway line. Very happy with the way he's playing. Creswell. Go on, Cres. Listen to Rice. Listen to Rice. Don't take too long. Ogbonna. Souček. Dawson. Nice to see we got 9 people behind up in the box. I really like that. In Palace's half, I should say. Bowen. Good. First time. Is that the first time Bowen's been on the ball? I think it has. As they fouled. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a coming together. I wouldn't say it's a foul, but yeah, it's a coming together. So free kick taken quickly. Tuchel's been appointed as Chelsea coach. Just breaking now. On an 18-month contract. So I think it's a bit harsh on Lampard. I know a lot of people have got an issue with him as a player, but as a person, I think it's harsh. At the end of the day, we all know what what Chelsea were like, as how they treat their managers. But yeah, you know, it's harsh. It is harsh. It is harsh on Lampard, but Chelsea have got form. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Tuchel. I mean, I don't think Chelsea done all that bad, to be fair. Take the spending they did in the summer out of the equation. I don't think they've done too bad. They haven't obviously hit the heights that they haven't hit the heights that they normally do. You know, but they're 9th though. Do you know what I mean? You know, they're still in touching distance of the top 4. They're still in touching distance. They're on 29 points. They're not really that bad. They're not that good, but they're not that bad either. Rice. Creswell back to Rice. Antonio. But he loses the ball, and Ben now a free kick's been given for that foul on Antonio. Mark says, anyone seen the Wickham manager last night straight out of Deep Purple? So yeah, it's a 50-50, but if it was the other way around, it'd be given as a foul anyway. So, Mark, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. I think Frank took his dream job too soon. You know, he's only been a manager for what, 2.5 seasons. It's plenty of time for him to sort himself out. Plenty of time. I don't think it was too bad. Genuinely don't think it was too bad. Creswell with a free kick. Trying to find Antonio. Yes! I don't believe it's Souček again. Omar Souček. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2-1. 1-0 down. Beautiful ball from Creswell. Really good. Trying to find Antonio. Bounces off the defender, so Souček's onside. And bam. 2-1. Get in. Get in. So, Mark, so far, mate, so far, you know, with 25 minutes on the clock now. No, I'm not saying it. Not saying it. Mark says Creswell's delivery is unreal. He's back to the form we had when he joined us under Allardyce. He genuinely is. You know, and it's absolutely fantastic. Just out of interest, actually. Oh, hang on, they're checking for possible offside. He's onside. He's onside. It's onside. It is onside. Yeah, if it's not a clear and obvious error, which it isn't from the way how long they're taking to fix this. No, not for me. He's no more offside than Benteke was when they allowed play to go on. He's onside. Yeah, exactly as I said. Exactly as I said. They can't leave Benteke to be more offside on that run that he did, 10 minutes ago, 10, 12 minutes ago, than have Souček as offside for that. That's terrible. Rudolph's loving it. Excellent. Come on your wine, says Chris. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't spit your food out too much, mate. Rudolph says that's beautiful. It was a beautiful ball from Creswell. Almost again. Really, really poor clearance from Kawhi. And that could have been 3-1. That could have been 3-1. Antonio just a little bit further in, and that's 3-1. Mark says Palace defender headed it on to him. That's what I'm saying. It came off the defender, therefore he was onside. But if we can see it live, how the hell is this is what I hate about. I love VAR. Don't get me wrong. I love the technology. It's how it's being used. Which is wrong. Really, really wrong. Because this is the thing. If I can see it live, there's no need to check it with VAR. That length of time, and it's how these people are trying to find like all the other guys say, and quite rightly so. Like Dan from West Ham Fan TV, if he's watching, Dan, I hope you're all right, mate. You know, thoughts are with you still, son. But you know, it's like what they say. You know, it's just like checking for every reason not to give us a goal. I mean, we still haven't got a penalty yet. I mean, there's no reason for it to be in this game, but I'm just saying in general, we haven't had a penalty yet. We're the only side, once again, not to get a penalty awarded to us. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing from the FA point of view or the Premier League point of view. Mark says, well, great effort. Just seeing the replay of the goal there, I reckon, or seeing it in live for him. But yeah, he's on perfect. Could this be the Tonkin without Tonks? So he fell with the throw in. Souček with a header, not to anybody. And now Benteke on the ball, I think, by the looks of him. Oh no, Kawati. It was Zaha to Kawati. Ward. Townsend back to Ward. Mark, that might come back to bite you in a little while, mate. A few weeks' time. We don't need penalties. It might come back to bite you on Sunday, mate, when we play Liverpool. So Fabianski is going to take the goal kick. Antonio, but loses the ball. But Creswell gets the re-kick back, which is great to see. Rice, Creswell, Fornals, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. I don't see the reason why Fornals pretty much automatically went from the centre to the middle, but it's working in our favour so far. He hasn't. I mean, him and Ben Rama haven't really got involved in any of the games that much so far, but which is no criticism to them because it's mostly either down the right hand side or on the middle where Ben Rama's not running, which is how we're getting things. Just out of interest, let's have a look at this, see what the stats are. So we've had 53% possession, 3 shots and 2 on target. Palace have had 47%, 1 shot and 1 on target and 1 corner. So Eze passes to Ward, and Ward sees it after a right do. So free kick. Excuse me, free kick from Ben Rama on Milijovic. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, it's not really. He's running into each other, but it was given earlier, so it has to be given again. So, as much as I'm not a big fan of Stuart Atwell, he's been quite consistent so far this first half. So we're just over 30 minutes on the clock, guys. What do you think of the performance so far? I mean, I'm loving what we're seeing here at the minute. I'm absolutely loving what we're seeing. Ethan, welcome, mate. Come on, West Ham. Thank you, mate. Hope you guys beat Liverpool on Thursday night. Everyone says we're playing. It's been good. Performance has been good, mate. Socek could have. Socek gone to his left. That's 3-1. That's a hat trick for him in the first half alone. Roy Odson's not going to be happy for obvious reasons. Hope you win and thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't want any Spurs to win any game, but I want you guys to beat Liverpool. So because we play them on Sunday, so if we can get a result, we can finish further higher than them. I absolutely love it. Excellent performance. This is the best West Ham side since we left the bowling. Absolutely agreed. Ethan says he wants West Ham to get in the top 4. Be nice. I have to wait and see. Be nice, of course. I mean, we haven't been in Champions League for a long, long time. It's been like 50 years before we were in what is now the Champions League. It's been a long, long time. A little bit of Allardyce headering football between both teams at the minute. So Zaha. And it goes out for, should be Palace throwing, I think. No, he's awarding it to West Ham. Fair enough. Paul, the Arsenal supporter, said you should never want Spurs to win. I don't generally, but as I say, we play them on Sunday, so I want them to be beaten. So because we put some decent points between the two of us, between the two clubs. But it's the only time in the season that I always want Spurs to win a game. Mark says, if we win tonight, it's 4 straight league wins. I think you're right there, mate. Yeah, that sounds about right. My fucking housemates. Cunts. Really are. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, mate, because it was... Because where are we? Because we had... so we beat West Brom, Burnley, Everton. Yeah, four straight so far. So far. Not getting carried away yet. Brain Sample says Socek is well worth the 19 million. It's worth more than that now, mate. Almost worth double the price. Double the price. Benrahma over to Creswell, puts the ball in, but gets blocked by Ward, and it just goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Paul says, I refuse to have any Spurs players in my team on the basis I don't ever want them to ever win or do well. I don't have any Spurs in my dream team either, mate, to be honest with you. Ethan says, would you rather to have Paul Pogba or Zaha? Neither. I wouldn't take either of them, the two massively overrated players. You put Zaha in a team better than Palace, and he's shit. He's shit. As he proved when he was at Man United. It's absolutely terrible. There's a bit of hoo-ha going on. Anyone else going to give their first half thoughts so far? Anyone else? Chris was arguing with that, Will. What are you on? What are you on? What are you putting over here for? What's going on? I mean, he's right. That is where the ball went out. But I don't know why Chris was arguing about it. It's a blatant throw-in. Pogba's overrated. He's a good player, but I don't see whatever all the fuss is about. Never have. Benrahma, 6 yards wide. Chris is just glad we're winning. Well, you're let off, mate, because you're eating at the minute. So that's fine. So I got 10 minutes to go plus whatever the stoppage time is. So there's a bit of a head of football on this, but very, 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 very happy in general how things are going. Milivojevic. It goes out for a West Ham thrown off a deflection off Bowen. He's not happy with himself about it. It's fair enough. So Eze. Is that Milivojevic? No, I can't remember. Can't see who that player is. Zaha. Actually, that's dive number 2, that, isn't it? So almost then. Almost then. Jesus Christ. Phone's going crazy. Guys, has there been any issue with the broadcast so far? Any buffering? Any loss of quality in the picture? Let us know. Crystal Palace throwing once again. So Palace still in contention with the ball here. But Fabianski gets the ball. A little bit too far of a long kick from those guys, but who cares? Ogbonna, Rice. Creswell. Ogbonna to Dawson. Dawson with a long ball trying to find Antonio, but again, it's just too far over him. But nice to see Benrahma running for that ball. Very, very good. Thank you, Mark. Guys, you know how much of a bugbear it's been of mine over the last few weeks few months actually, to be honest with you. It's been a real pain in the arse. So I might have to uninstall and reinstall that software and see if that fixes the issue. It might do. Then again, it might not. Well, we'll find out tomorrow night if it works properly or not. I know the players are shouting the instructions at each other and stuff, but you see, we missed that whole build up there. Cres, mash it! What are you doing? What are you doing? Creswell should have buried that. Absolutely should have buried that instead of letting Antonio have that ball. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's not. Well, it's not embarrassing, but it's not. So Ben Rama, Antonio fluffs it. Fornells lets it run to Creswell. Creswell passes it back to Antonio, and yeah, it's disappointing from him, but he wasn't instinctive enough. He didn't. Oh, again, same post. But Creswell should have buried that. If Creswell buried that, there's a very good chance that's 3-1. And I'm sure Sean Moyes is going to talk to the pair of them about that as well at half time, because we should be doing that. We should be doing better with that. We could have had 4. We genuinely could have had 4. Fornells, Benrahma, and it goes out for a West Ham throw in. Yeah, exactly. Mark hit the post again. This is a makeshift back 4 for Crystal Palace, and we're not taking full advantage of it. We're really not. Creswell, Fornells, Creswell, Benrahma. Mark says, I think Benrahma is looking very lively tonight. He's certainly been more involved in the game the last 15, 20 minutes, mate. That's for sure. Brain samples the spud as well. As a Spurs fan, I have 2 West Ham mates and 1 Chelsea mate, but I've never had an Arsenal mate. Laugh out loud, I am a spud. In more ways than one, dear boy. So Milijovic. Great clearance from Ogbonna. Benrahma, Fornells. Bit of a foul. It's a free kick to West Ham. It's a shame that we can only do a maximum of 10 minutes videos on StreamYard, because if we could do more than that, I'd have a music video for music for halftime like we were doing at Streamlabs. I might actually tweet them about that, actually ask them if they can do it, extend it by 5 or 10 minutes, because it's not a lot. I mean, it's a maximum of 155 storage space, so if they push it up to 200 megs, we can have a halftime music entertainment. That is a foul on Souček, though. He stands on his foot, doesn't get the ball. What are you on about? Milijovic, honestly. Sheena, good evening. Late to the party as always, but I hope you're all right. I mean, I know for none of reasons why, because obviously you've had to feed your boy before you say anything. But I hope you two are keeping all right. Free kick taken by Souček. Not the best of balls. Townsend boots it back. Rice trying to hold off. Great idea from Souček. Then was it? Oh, no, I think that was Dawson. I think with that running header in. Very good idea. Very good idea. But Eze on the ball now down the flank, and Dawson trying to. Don't know what Zaha's getting his knickers in a twist. It was a 50-50 challenge. You know, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. You know, nothing wrong with that in the same way that there was nothing wrong with Antonio doing the same thing against West Brom. There's nothing wrong with it. Just shut up, you dick. Sheena, Souček scored twice and Zaha scored on the 3rd minute. Seriously, Souček with the brace. And Zaha within the first 2.5 minutes is on the scoreboard as 3. But Souček's goals, actually, let's have a look. So there was 16 minutes in between 16 minutes between Souček's goals. Mark says, Mark says he can't stand Zaha. Absolutely agreed. He's a mouthy little nurk. That's what I'm saying. He's not as good as he thinks he is. Put Zaha in a team like Arsenal or Chelsea or even West Ham, and he'd be bang average. He really would. See? Oi! Zaha should be booked for that because that's petulance kicking the ball in that way. He should be booked for that. Brains asks, what's your prediction for Southampton Arsenal? I think a nervy 2-1, mate. Which way round, I don't know, quite frankly. Mark just reiterating what I said earlier when Paul asked me the question. Zaha failed at United already. Yeah, he's a big fish in a small pond at Palace. No disrespect to Palace. That Palace are a good side. Got a lot of time for them. It's just that's the thing. So 2 minutes of extra time. Mark reckons Southampton win tonight. He reckons. He thinks, yep, could happen. I say it's gonna. I say I'm thinking 2-1, but I don't know which way round. I generally don't know which way round. It could be Pat. It could be Arsenal. Just hang on. We come back to the corner now. So nice corner taken from Bowen. I want to try to get something on it, but didn't really happen. And Kawati running. That is a foul. I don't know why he's complaining about it. That is a foul on Kawati. That is a foul. I don't know what Antonio's whinging about it. That is a foul. Mitchell. Dawson grabs the ball. Gets a goal kick out from Benteke's shins. Very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Tony, you still here, son? Hopefully, Tony's all right. He's probably having his dinner, to be honest with you. So, Brains, has there been any more goals in Newcastle Leeds other than Leeds scoring? Mark says, love Kawhi at West Ham. But Socek is bossing him tonight. Agreed. Yeah, I thought you were, Tony. I'm still here. Just tucking it in dinner. I thought you were, mate. Chad, we will talk. Welcome, mate. We'll talk about that in a minute. Literally a minute. Jado, we want to watch with you, bro. Well, you can. You can. You just missed the first half entirely. This is why it's a lot watch along with. Yeah, because you're watching along with me. You know, this is quite easily found. So to sum up the first half, unbelievable brace from Socek. 2 goals in six. Where are we? 6 minutes. I think, wasn't it 6? No, I did say 6 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, 9 and 25, so 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Very, very, very good performance. Very happy with that. And to answer, excuse me, to answer your question, Chad, are we getting Lindegaard in on loan? We can't at the moment because unless we sign Dawson or Ben Rama on a permanent contract, we're done with the domestic loans. So we'll have to. So that's it. I don't understand why people are losing their shit about this. All the newspapers saying, "Oh, West Ham going to get Lingard on loan." Well, if it could happen, of course, you know, we could sign up to Dawson to a permanent contract. We could take the obligation to buy now for Ben Rama. You know, but I take him all day long. I don't know how he would get into the side at the minute. He'd be on the bench for a fair bit. I'd take him all day long. All day long. Would be I know a lot of people are saying he's in his prime for attacking midfielder at 28. Don't really think it's prime. Don't really think he's in his prime. I think His prime was a couple of years ago, to be honest with you. But still very, very good player. Very, very happy with how if we got him in, it'd be absolutely superb. Really, really would. Paris, welcome, mate. Great half. Antonio goal incoming. Could very well happen. Could very, very well happen. Brain Sample says apparently Aubameyang and Tierney are out tonight for Arsenal. Let's have a look, actually, because nothing's confirmed yet, because it would be a little while since the team sheets have come out. Tony says apparently we are bought Benrahma. Could be very interesting there, mate. Let's have a look to see. Dun, dun, dun. There's a lot of ifs at the minute. There's nothing confirmed yet. Nothing confirmed. No, it's just all could happen. Could. So it's not. If it happens, fantastic. Jado asks your opinion on Benrahma. I quite like the geezer. He hasn't fulfilled his potential that everyone's been bigging him up for. But I quite like him. I think he's all right. I think he's doing all right. He needs to find his feet. He needs to find the back of the net, which will help him find his feet. But other than that, I think he's doing all right, mate. I think he's doing generally fine. Kieran says, need that third JP. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I can see why you're thinking that, mate. I can see why you're thinking that. Just to settle the nerves a little bit for everybody, not just us. But I'm pretty confident on this. If we go out and boss them in the same way we did in the first half, Flamalam, great in. She said, I'd be happy if we buy Benrahma. So he says, Benrahma needs to find some strength in his legs. Can't shoot for toffee, same as Fornells. Fornells can, otherwise he wouldn't have got that cracking goal against Leicester, mate. I know what you mean. Sklemezi Villar, I think you pronounce that. Welcome, mate. West Ham have more VLM. Not really sure what that means. Mark says, I think we are buying Benrahma. Yeah, it looks like the plans are in there. Jado says he benched Souček in his fantasy league. Not me keeping up on the scores, mate, have you? Alito Marcos, hat-trick for Souček today, please. He's bossing my fantasy league team. It'd be quite cool. It could happen. That's why I didn't want to say it in the first half. It could happen, but I don't want to jinx it. Tony says, "Well, he left those legs behind tonight, JP." Well, Tony, he's not had much. He's had not much involvement. He hasn't. He's been out on the wing for most of the if all of the game, fella. I know why you're saying it, but what do you expect when the ball's nowhere near him for half the game? What's he going to do? David RC says, a beautiful game so far, mate. Yeah, it's been all right. Good to see you, David. Welcome. Smashy says, more fire from Ghana. Fair enough. But yeah, no, as I said, I think that's very, very. I think it is odds on that we will get Benrahma by within the next 5 days. 5 and a half days, whenever the transfer window closes. I mean, obviously we'll do that. I'm just reading an article here that was published on the We Love Football League website. The opening sentence said Saeed Benrahma was 1/3 of the deadly BMW front three at Brentford. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No. Yes, Sky Sports' official account at lunchtime said West Ham are in the process of converting Said Benrahma's loan from Brentford into a permanent £20 million move before the end of the January transfer window to open up a further domestic spot in their loan spot in their squad, which is fine, but it doesn't mean they've done it yet. Seeing the replay of the offside game, the offside call. No, come on, you can't pick it in that saying that. No. Just shut up, man. People just don't want West Ham to win. They don't. Very, very good. Very, very good. I mean, it's just like, Fornell's just seeing the replay there of Fornell's attempts at knowing that, and it's lucky. Don't get me wrong, but that's one of the few involvements that Fornells has had in the game, Tony. I'm not saying anything to the contrary of it because I've just said he's not been involved for most of it, but he spotted the run that Antonio could have done, and he put him in the ball, and that's how the goal was scored. Rob's, welcome, mate. Oven's just pinged. Looking forward to halftime. Southern fried chicken and brandy. Company wines. Mark says we need to do it so we can loan Lingard. I'll take it all day long. Sheena says, have we playing Man U in the next round for the FA Cup? Sheena, if you're asking in your usual tired stroke drunken roundabout way, is Lingard tied for the FA Cup? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Jade, are you showing the game? No. This is a watch along with. This isn't a broadcast. Most of the people that don't understand the format of watch alongs or watch parties, the same thing. Legacy filler, welcome. West Ham United, make sure you don't spoil my bet. What bet have you got on Legacy, just out of interest? So actually, what I might do... mm-hmm. Just sorting a few things out here, guys. Bear with me 2 moments, will you? There we go. Add that in. Yep, perfect. No, a little bit too small. I've got a new microphone coming, guys. Because as much as I like the TV microphone that I've got, it's it's going to be it's going to pick up the telly. So I bought a podcast mic, and yeah, that's no. I was going to try add the scorers in, but it's going to make things too difficult, unfortunately. So where have we got here and here? Yeah, a tiny little bit under there. So get that ready. So hopefully there'll be more goals in our favour. I can see more goals coming in here, to be honest with you. Really can see more goals. Zaki Oguni asks, how is Ben Rama doing? He's playing well, mate. He's playing all right. Not too bad. Welcome. She says, sorry, not long woke up. But my bad. Have we got Man U in the next round of the FA Cup? No. Sorry, yes, we have. We're playing them away. Yeah, as Tony's saying, yes. Legacy says, I pray West Ham, scores 2 more goals in the second half. Zaki, just have patience, mate. No need to ask the same question twice. So there's actually, for a change, there's more people watching on YouTube than there is on Facebook. So welcome to everybody, of course. 12 on YouTube and 10 on Facebook. Thank you very much for all the love that you've been showing. Gary, welcome, mate. Evening. What a team we have coming, you irons. Agreed. Oops, right. So yeah, so that'd be very interesting, guys. As I said, if we do make the Ben Rama deal permanent, and we can get Lingard in. I don't think it's going to be before Sunday. I can't see it before Sunday. It'll probably be on Sunday. But yeah, it'd be good if we can, because we need a bit more of attacking presence. If they're not going to bring in a striker, then we've got no chance but to rely on attacking midfielders instead, don't we? Just do that. Yes. So yeah, so Lingard's main position. Just looking up now. I mean, we'll obviously talk just looking at these details. We'll talk about this in a little bit more detail tomorrow night with the watch along. But Jesse Lingard's natural position is right wing. He's been playing on the left wing and attacking midfield. As I said when I said to you originally that he's an attacking midfielder, but he's not a striker. He's not a striker. So if we brought him in, he's either going to be competition for Bowen, Fornals, Ben Rama. That's what's going to happen. Rob says 100% thumbs up for the post. JP, can't wait for the next 45. Not really mean what you mean by the post, mate. Zaki says if Rama gets a goal, he will be much better for the team. Agreed. He's doing his best. He's absolutely doing his best. Gary says Suchek up top is a shout. No, mate, don't. We need him at the back. He's an all over player. He really, really is. Just because he's scoring doesn't mean he's a striker or putting up front. He needs to learn the ways of doing it. And of course, yeah, putting him in. But he's a box to box midfielder. I love him. It's fantastic. Really, really good. But there's nothing really going on yet. In terms of any decision, I'd just stick him where he is. You put him in a position he's not natural for, he's not going to do very well. Sheena Balcom says, sorry to ask, but has Fabianski got a new contract yet? Not honestly. Not yet, Sheena. He hasn't in any shape or form. Creswell can't. We just won't leave Atwell alone. Mark says, reckon Lingard can play left wing, attacking mid or right wing. That's what I said. That his natural position is right wing, and but he can play attacking midfield is what we know him, and he can play up the left. So that's why I said that he's in contention to give either Bowen, Fornals, or Ben Rama competition. Be one of the three. So second half was kicked off, and already we're defending for our lives. Palace with the throw in. 20 seconds into the game. We're right outside the box now. Ball in. No. And it's the goal kick for Fabianski off of Townsend. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So Fabianski with a goal kick eventually. And Eze on the attack after a missed challenge by Rice. Zaha 1-on-1 with Fabianski. Great save from Fabs there. Great save. And it goes out for a corner. Very great double save from Fabianski then. Fantastic. Gary says, isn't the best start in January? Isn't it the best start in January ever? Why not give him his contract? Don't know, mate. Have to find out. We'll have to wait and see, of course. As football supporters were, as in general, were too impatient. So Eze is going to take the corner. Mark says, I think we'll add a striker too, possibly that bloke from Salzburg. Possibly. We haven't reached the international loan quota yet. Tony says, well recovered there, Fabianski. Yep, completely agreed. Man United Herbert, welcome back, mate. JP, I think Lingard will do a job for you. I think he will. He'll be certainly offering competition for the midfield places, that's for sure. Kawati's down. Cahill and Kawati looks like they've had a bit of a coming together. Head clash, possibly. I hope both of them are all right. As much as we hate a lot of Palace players, I got time for both of those two. Very good players. Kawati was one of the best players we had a few seasons ago. At one point, didn't really do much about it. Just got very complacent, I think. Kawati, I think he did. Got very complacent. So look at the replay of it. Kawati eyes on the ball. Cahill eyes on the ball, and yeah, not looking at each other. It's a shame when you see players of the same team doing stuff like that, coming together like that. It's a bad injury for the pair of them. I think they're all right by the looks of them. Oh, the commentators are saying that Hodgson's blaming the first lockdown on the injuries that he's had. Bollocks, man. Come on. Shut up. I really don't think. It's just typical that Kawati's been out for personal reasons and he's fully fit for this game. Mark says, I remember a drunk-looking Kawati singing "We've Got Paye" at the awards night. Yeah, that was quite good fun. That was great fun watching that video. Herbert says, with the Chelsea option closed, I hope we go for Rice. He fits perfectly for United. We are dire need of central defensive midfielder. Don't believe what's in the papers, mate. Don't believe what's in the papers. It's just all lazy journalism. That's why the Rice link has come, because someone said, it might be quite a good idea for him to go to Man United because they need a centre defensive midfielder. 2 days later, it's all over the papers. Man United are interested in Rice. Nah. Take it with a pinch of salt, mate. Trust me. In the same way that apparently we've reduced his asking price to 50 million. Bollocks. Really? A player that's getting better and better with every single season. And we're reducing the price. Bollocks. No. Don't believe it for a second. Looks like both players are all right. So that's about 2 added minutes minimum. But the Chelsea option was never open. I don't believe that Lampard going in for Rice was the reason why he got sacked. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Doesn't feel right. Does not feel right. I mean, Abramovich is an arrogant fucker. He really is, but he's not that arrogant. I genuinely don't think he's that arrogant to sack somebody because of one player, the pursuit of one player. There's more to the picture than that. Much more to the picture than that. Sheena Sheena says, I'm told that Frank Lampard got the sack. I don't know true it is. Yes, it is, Sheena. He got sacked this morning, about 11 o'clock. I think it was, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was where are we, actually? I think it was yesterday morning, if I remember right. Let's have a look. Yeah, half 11 yesterday morning, and Thomas Tuchel or Suchel, however you pronounce it, has come in. Has been confirmed during this game that he's been confirmed. Gary says, "How much do you think Suchek is worth, mate?" I can't put a price on it. Really can't put a price on it. We were talking that he was worth the 19 million we paid for early in the stream. I said he was I said he was pretty much double that. So 38 million, 30 to 40 million, something like that. But says I'd rather go for Bizuma. Not gonna lie. Fair enough, mate. No idea where that player is, so I can't say. Especially with that spelling. Townsend sits on the ball, but comes away with the ball still. Fornell's not doing this exactly his utmost to do that, and the Sofel injury on Coate by the looks of it. Benteke. Bissouma from Brighton. Oh, it's not a foul. It's a coming together. It's a 50-50 at best. It's not intended in any shape or form. And again, so Soufal's looking at the ball. Didn't even know that Benteke was there. Yeah, no foul. I must admit. I mean, with the excuse me, with the exception of that stupid reason for that stupid reason to check Soufal being Soucek being offside or not. Graham Scott and Derek Eaton on VAR have gone pretty much spot on tonight so far. They've made some good. They've made every single decision that's gone to VAR so far has been made right. It's taking it absolutely right. Herbert says, will Moyes play a strong side versus United in the FA Cup? I don't see any reason why not, mate. Bowen, deflected. Not really sure why. Not really sure why it's a goal kick or free kick to Palace. Didn't see much wrong with that, but they're not going to show the replay. But yeah, I think he will play a strong side. I think both sides will, to be honest with you. I really genuinely think they will. If United rock up with the majority of the kids, the form we're playing, mate, and we put a strong side out and try Antonio trying there, I don't. Yeah, I'd worry about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I worry about his mentality if he doesn't take the FA Cup seriously. Because I know it's top four more than anything else is the priority and blah, 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 blah. But it's the FA Cup, man. He's played in it himself. He knows how important it is to the fans. He's played for it he's played in the FA Cup for Man United, so he knows how important it is to the fan base. Man United are in a decent enough position to be and a big decent enough sized squad as well, for that matter, to take the FA Cup seriously. I mean, we've got a dire bones side in comparison, but we're still going to go for it, I reckon. Townsend, Ward, back to Townsend. Great interplay from Soucek there to get the ball in interception, I should say. Antonio loses the ball. Coate, Townsend. It goes out for a Townsend throw-in. No, not taking it. Ward's going to take it instead. Ward, down the pitch if you don't mind, sunshine. If you're going to, if you're going to do this, give Creswell the grief about it. Fornals. Yeah, bit of a foul on Fornals, and it goes, and there we go. It's a free kick to West Ham. And so Zaha pushes him over. I mean, there's no need for Fornals to go down in that way, but yeah. Mark Rings are at the final already. The winner of United versus West Ham will win the cup. It's going to be a good game between West Ham and Man U. Yep, it will. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. I wanted Man United rather than Liverpool. United are shaky in places, and I'm sure Herbert will still agree with me at the minute, regardless of where you are on the table, mate. I still think there's Man City are a game behind you with 2 points behind. It's all to play for. It's all to play for. Rice, Bowen, back to Rice, over to Soufal, back to Rice. Put the ball in the box, Dex. No, all right. Benrahma, Soufal, Rice. Rice running into the middle. Nice little pass to Fornals. He puts it back to Soufal. Bowen. You can back to Soufal. What a surprise. Yeah. Fornals. Back to Soufal. Bowen. Ball in. Rice didn't get there quick enough. And it gets cleared out, and it's a West Ham throw-in. Rice could have been a little bit quicker there. If he's a little bit quicker there, then wham. If he'd have seen it at the same time as Townsend had seen it, blam. That's a Rice goal, I reckon. Benrahma. Struggling. Keeps it in just. Ball in. Oh, that was close. That was so close. Antonio again, but very good save from the Palace goalkeeper there. Very good save. And Ben from Guaita and again trying to get in. So we look at it. Yeah, it was Benrahma trying to go for it, but yeah, great double save from Guaita. Then very good double save. Very impressed with this kid. Yeah, very good. Very good. Tony's getting pissed off now. Get the ball in the back of the net, West Ham. Calm down, mate. We've still got plenty of time. Not even on the hour mark yet. It's now the 59th minute now. So we've got 30. We've still got 30. We've still got half an hour to play, mate. Relax. Chill. Mark said Antonio should have had an hat-trick tonight. Agreed. Antonio, what was he doing? But relax, Tony. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Palace are getting better, granted, but we're still very coordinated. I probably jinxed it now. I've said that, but but we are still playing pretty well. So he fouled with the ball, keeps the ball in just when it goes for a goal kick. Looked like it was a corner, but yeah, that's only just of a corner, but yeah. I know. You're absolutely right, Tony. Just want that distance from Palace. JP can't let them have anything. Great. 100%. Completely agree with you. But as Mark said, Antonio should have had an hat-trick. Yeah. And we could have had, Creswell should have buried it at the same time. We could have had more than that. We could have had more. So there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Great run by Bonner there. Very good. Very good. Well, up to Souček now. Dawson. Trying to put Bowen into space, but doesn't. But yeah, and it goes out for a West Ham throwing off Mitchell. Do you know what? This Mitchell kid, their left back, I don't think he's done too bad for Palace, to be fair. I think he's done well. Brain, thank you, mate. Newcastle score 1-1. So how's that sit for everybody at the minute? So Newcastle are still 7 points above the drop zone at the minute. So Eze. Long ball. Should be easily gathered by Fabianski. It does. Trying to find Townsend, but it doesn't. Socek. A little bit of a Cahill. Socek Grubble in the middle of the park there. Eze still keeps hold of the ball. Benteke. Trying to find Zaha, but doesn't. And Creswell gets the ball and runs through with goal. Passes it over to... Who's that? I can't tell for me. Ben Rama gets the ball from go on, Sufel. Oh, loose ball again. Almost exact replay of the but again, a great save from Gaita. Very good save. West Ham thrown from the ball off Eze, kicked onto him by Sufal. Again, just tantalizingly close to that third goal. Really tantalizingly close to that third goal, and it's really doing. We're looking comfortable. That's the thing. I'm not. When Palace go on the attack, I'm not that worried about it. I'm not. We've got good players out there who are fighting for each other. That's the good thing. We haven't seen this performance from West Ham for a long, long time. Don't get me wrong, Zaha and Eze are making the runs that we all expected them to, and they're getting away with a few things. But it's good football. It's good football from West Ham. Antonio's on the ball now, just coming into the box. Shoot! Oh. When he thinks about it, he fluffs it. Antonio should be striking like Carlton Cole. Just not even thinking about it. Just put his boot straight through it. Fornals on the right hand side from my point of view. So Sufal. Nice. And it goes out for a corner. Nice. Great idea from Sufal then, to that little dink through his legs to go to Fornals. Really like that. Really like that. But yeah, Antonio just should have kicked while he had more space. Antonio should have done. That's possibly 4 he could have had. Bowen with the corner. MacArthur heads it out and it goes for another corner. Bowen taking the corner once again. Ball in. Yes! I don't believe it. Dawson. Sorry about knocking the microphone there. There we go. 3-1. Space, Tony. Space. There's the space you wanted, Tony boy. Oops. No, hang on. Where are we? Click. Boom. 3-1. And then you wonder why I'm pissed off, JP. I said, relax. We had plenty of time, and here we go. Prove me right. Brain says Leeds have scored 2-1. Tony says, finally, Dawson get in there. Was it? Where are we? 2 goals in 3 games for him now. Tiara Zara says 3-1 West Ham, 1-3 West Ham win. Thank you, Tiara. Sheena says, get in there. Mark says, great performance. Tony says, like space, I can put my wig back on now. Do you want mine? Can't see the join, can you? Chris says, Dawson up there like a salmon at the back post. Pretty much, mate. Yeah. Ogbono-esque sort of header. Very, very good. So quick as well. Little bit of confusion going on, but wham, straight in there. Very, very good. Very good. Rudolph says Ole. Oli. I'm not sure how you pronounce that with those little bits on there. Tony says you got to give me your glue supplier, JP. If you'd had if you'd have said wigs supplier, mate, you would have been banned from Patreon. Because all I'm thinking now is Del Boy sitting on that episode of Only Fools and Horses with Del Boy, sitting there combing the wigs, and it's all coming off in his hands. Going for the Bruce Willis look. So yeah, it's come up on BT now as Brain has kindly confirmed it. Leads 2-1. Mark says took some slagging on Twitter and he's proved them all wrong. We love you, Dawson, mate. I seem to be, with the exception of me and well, actually no. I mean, everyone was worried about Dawson, but you know, the West Ham Fan TV, Hammers Chat, myself said give him time. Certain channels weren't. Tony says you've seen my hairline, GP. Well, I have vague recollections of partial hairline, shall we say, mate? Chris says Dawson's turning out to be a handy signing. Yes, mate. Agreed. 100% agreed. Definitely. Yeah. I was going to say maybe we should be signing up Dawson over Ben Rama, but if we finish where we currently are, there's no reason why we couldn't have done this. Oh, comment deleted from Facebook somewhere. Tony says Ben Rama is having a decent performance today. Yep, he is. Fornals is playing well when he's on the rare opportunity he's getting on the ball. You know he's made a few mistakes, but again, I can't really. So Antonio is really frustrated out there now, and this is why he's not scoring, because the more he's not scoring, the more he's getting angry with himself, which is beautiful to see. I absolutely love that, and we all love to see that. Just sees the replay from this point of view. So yeah, again, Antonio's just the ball in from Rice to foul, and yeah, again, Antonio's not controlling it properly. He's really angry with himself, and I absolutely love to see that. Genuinely love to see players getting in that sort of put that sort of thing out. But yeah, Antonio needs to calm down quickly. Sheena says, my son cost me £15 the other day on a West Ham skin on Fortnite. Money well spent, no, hun. Did you speak to Harry, by the way, to get yourself the streams all set up? Zaki says this puts West Ham fourth in the table. It does. Abdul, why are you being a dick? There's no need for that. Comment deleted. 2-0. Knob. Bowen loses the ball. 20 minutes to go. What possibly could go wrong? So both teams putting the same amount of players behind the respective halfway line, which shows you everything about this game. Ben Rama, Fornals, deflection, and that should be a goal kick. So that should be a corner. There's a bit of a deflection on that, I think, by the looks of things. That should be. Where are we? Let's have a look. Fornals goes for it. Yeah, it does. It's a deflection. That should be a corner. Good idea from him, though. Not really sure why. Bowen, please don't play the short corner. Please don't. He's not. Okay, he is. That's good. Proper corner taken. Dawson trying to go for it. Rice under the ball now. Creswell with the ball in, but not the best of attempts again. Sufal. Ben Rama. Nice little dink. Soufal, but unfortunately loses it, and Eze's on the ball now. Fornals. Again, not thinking things through properly. He's too desperate to get something. That Fornals is the same problem with Antonio and Benrahma. The three players desperate to try and get something. So Milivojevic coming off. And he passes the captaincy to Cahill. Understandable, Milivojevic is limping. I think Hodgson's going to complain about the physicality. You watch. I'm saying it now. Post-match interview by BT or the press is going to say he's a little bit too physical, future physical challenges. So Milivojevic off, and Reinveld comes on, and Benteke off for Jordan Ayew. Now, Jordan Ayew likes to score against us, so we really need to marshal things up a little bit. So Benrahma on the ball now. Should be passing to Antonio a little bit late. So closing the options down, so Antonio should probably be passing it back to him, which he does. But it actually goes back to Creswell instead, who hooks it back to Ogbonna. Over to Dawson. He's trying to pass it up to Bowen, but again, can't find him. And now Palace are on the attack with Zaha on the ball now. Looks like the drainage has worked for the Premier League side pitch, because there's not much slipping about as much as there was earlier. It looks like the rain's pretty much stopped now, because you can't really see much coming in. So it might be a little bit still bloating down, but Mark said, "We've bossed this game. We've bossed it." Chris is part of the bus. Oh, that was close. That was close. Ball in again and headed out by Soufal. Zaha. Sorry, Kawase, I should say. Headed out by Ogbonna. Antonio's on the ball now. Standing his ground. Loses it, unfortunately, but well recovered. And the ball dinked up to Fornals. He's never going to get there. He's not quick enough for that. Yeah, and Chris says, yeah, we've done well, to be fair. Absolutely agree, fella. Antonio loses the ball, but gets a fortunate deflection, and Soufal gets it, passes it to Benrahma. Rice back to Benrahma. Bowen back to Benrahma. Back to Bowen. Ball down to Fabianski. Ogbonna. Fornals. Souček. Fornals, Ogbonna. Dawson. Soufal. Dawson. So 15 minutes left, guys. What substitutions, if any, would you make? Plus, obviously, 2 or 3 minutes of added time. So what substitutions would you make? I'm guessing probably about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes as extra time. But yeah, would you make any substitutions? Just to refresh your memories, guys, of who's on the bench for us, we have Martin, Fredericks, Johnson, Odebeko, Diop, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Balbuena, and that's it. Actually, let me just rephrase that. So Fredericks. So you got Martin, Fredericks, Diop, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Balbuena, Martin. Martin has already said. So let me try it again. Martin, Fredericks, Diop, Noble, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Balbuena, Johnson, and Odebeko. So out of those, who would you take off? Mark said he'd bring on Odebeko for Antonio. Yeah, I can see your thinking behind that, mate. Just get him some experience against the Premier League side. Maybe extra time substitution again, possibly. But I'll say we're going to have about 3 or 4 minutes, so maybe just beforehand. But yeah, I can see you thinking behind it. Yeah. Sean Far 39033115. What minute? 76 minutes and 40 seconds, mate. Zaki says Yarmolenko for Antonio. Yeah, I can see you thinking behind that. Wouldn't agree too much on it because Yarmolenko's not going to have much impact on this. Very good challenge from Dawson on Eze. They're very, very good. Fornell's passing it over to Dex. And Antonio couldn't get the ball, and it goes out for a Palace throw-in. You're welcome, mate. Anytime. If my normal service would be working, you wouldn't have to ask the question because I have a clock that comes up on the scoreboard. But I've had to manually do this scoreboard, so I can't be sitting there typing the seconds and the minutes all the time. I've got to watch this game. But hopefully, whatever the bug is, we'll get it fixed and we'll be able to do it back to normal. Sean says, I clicked off a stream of the match and can't find it, so I came here. Fair enough, mate. I'll try and do as much commentary as I can for you guys. I mean, obviously trying to interact with you guys at the same point. But it's good to always good to see new viewers, mate. So, by all means, please do follow the account. New subscriber tonight, so thank you very much on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Sean's the only person that is watching on Periscope / Twitter, so thank you very much, mate. Chris says, Yarmolenko and Lanzini for Bowen and Fornells to freshen it up, maybe perhaps a tad unfair. Well, nah, I'm just saying Zaha going for trying to get his second, and yeah, fluffs it. But yeah, I can see it. To be honest with you, mate, I mean, Bowen and Fornells haven't done that much. Fredericks is coming on, so this would be interesting who he's going to come off for. Maybe Fornells. Mark says, great tackle by the Dawsonator. A great Dawsonator. Don't say we're defending pretty well, cutting Palace attacks. Definitely a plus for Moyes and the coaches. Agreed. Yeah, we conceded very early on. Season or so ago, we're losing this, being 1-0 down in 3 minutes. And Fabianski gets his feet on the ball. Should be picking it up. He does. Yeah. Sean Farr says, asks ops on Lingard. No update so far, mate. Really, there's apparently the deal is being discussed to be between Brentford and West Ham to get him in permanently within the next 4 days, 5, 6 days. She said, I would bring on Johnson for Soucek. Soucek can have a rest. You'd play Dawson in the midfield, would you? Sorry, Johnson in the midfield. Go back to sleep. Kieran says, the best performance since Leicester. Yeah, I'd agree with that, mate. I think we were a little bit more flashy, a little bit more composed with Leicester, but yeah, I can see you thinking behind that 100%. Just as Zaha's coming down the left-hand side and Soufal doing his best to keep him away, but unfortunately there was a big gap. So Ben Rama on the ball now, a little dink back to Bowen who didn't know about it, and as a result, Bowen gets fouled. That is a blatantly stupid push. Blatantly stupid push. And here we go. Zaha on the floor now for what apparent reason? I have no idea. So Bowen off from Fredericks on. So good idea. Putting Fredericks out on the wing there. I think it's a good idea. I do generally think he can do stuff. I mean, I feel sorry for Bowen. Again, he's been substituted. I do feel sorry for him. Zaki, I can't myself, mate. I don't really do bets, so I can't really say. I'm sure the guys in the chat might be able to give you more of an opinion on it because I know Mark certainly does like to have a bit of a flutter every now and again. But I mean, they're a UK-based business, so I'd say yes from that point of view. But I think I've only betted with them once. I mean, the odds is pretty decent, but it just depends. Like everywhere else, really. Glad you saw the joke there, but Sheena. Marx's bone was quiet tonight. Yeah, to a degree, but again, he's because not much of the football. He had a few chances. He's taken all the corners and whatnot, so that probably mean that he put in some decent corners. I think it's a little bit harsh, but I see you thinking on it. And yeah, Kieran says yeah because Zaha crying again. Yeah, well, there's no need. MacArthur. I mean, for someone who was limping literally a minute ago, he's running perfectly fine now. Cheating little scumbag. MacArthur. Mitchell. Back to MacArthur. Zaha. Yeah, apparently he strained his ankle on that foot he's just kicked with. So Tony says Zaha only fallen down 3 or 4 times tonight. It's been 3 because I've been messaging Marshy saying it every time. But yeah, it does make a change, mate. Mark says by his own high standards, I mean John regarding Bone. Yeah, agreed. From that side of things, yes, I totally agree with you, mate. So Antonio coming off and Yarmolenko coming on. It's not the best of ideas, but I can see the thinking behind it. Sheen says, take it Zaha is trying to get his own way. Yep, certainly looks that way, huh? Certainly looks that way. And Zaki says, Palace are used to doing the diving drill when behind in the score. Yep, agreed. And they're doing that when they're equal or just basically time wasting when they're ahead, mate. They do it all the time. But the majority of majority of Premier League teams do anyway, so it's none and void. But I know what you mean, mate. Ben Rama to Fredericks. Back to Ben Rama. Excuse me. Creswell from Ogbonna. Back to Ogbonna. Dawson. So Mitchell with the throw in. So Kawate. Thingy Bob. Sideshow Bob. MacArthur. Eze through to Mitchell. I think that kid's done well. Their left back. I think he's had a very good performance. I think he's got a good future ahead of him. I really do. Jordan Ayew. MacArthur goes for goal. Ooh, that was close. A yard or two further back, and that's in the back of the net. Literally a yard or two further. If you kick that ball a couple of yards further back, that's in the back of the net. Great build, great play from Palace here. Really good play. Tony says Palace giving it a go at the moment. Yep, literally as I just said. Yep, great bit of play from him. Kieran says Rice's price. Rice's price Rice's. Just went up by 20 million. Yeah, I can't see. Right, guys. So 5 minutes away from normal time. Who's your man of the match? It's difficult to pinpoint it. I know most of you guys are going to say Sojek because he scored 2 and he's had a fantastic performance as well. But who's your thinking? Who's your man of the match? For me, I'll say Sufal, actually. He hasn't put a foot wrong. I think he had a stalwart performance once again. I can't really say much more than it's really, really hard to choose. It really is hard to choose. But guys, give me if there's any Palace fans watching, give me your man of the match as well. Mark says has to be Sojek man of the match. Yeah, I can see that. Tony says Ben Rama. Again, totally understand it. For me, I don't like to award players with man of the match just because they've scored. It has to be the whole gambit for me. Kieran says Rice for me, so dominant in midfield. He has been. Benrahma coming off and Noble coming on. Just for the last few minutes. There we go. There's the substitutes made up. Tony says, I get where you're coming from, Mark. Yeah. Excuse me. Now I know a lot of people on Twitter are going to be saying now is Benrahma shooting down the sign his permanent contract. You never know. It could be confirmed tomorrow morning. You never know. You never know. You know, he might be signing it on the bus back. If the bus has got a fax machine on board and they've got reliable Wi-Fi on there, then he could be confirmed tomorrow morning. Mohammed Abdallah, thank you very much. Welcome, mate. Thank you very much for your like, as I said earlier. He says reckons Benrahma for man of the match. Mark says Souček, Rice, Coufal, Benrahma or Coufal. Fornals. Yeah, those are, all joking aside, those out of the 11, those are the 5 players that have been absolutely outstanding. I really think they say. I mean, Fornals has made a few mistakes here and there, but he's for the stuff he's tried. He's trying. That's the point. He might not be getting the results, but he's trying. So Eze. Let's have a look. I just want to double check something. Where are we? So, can't believe this. Jesus Christ. Tony says Souček given man of the match on BT. Yep. Mark says Dawson, Creswell, and Fabianski have done well too. Great team performance. It has, but this is what I'm saying, mate. This is why it's so difficult. I don't know why my mouth went all like that, but it's so difficult to. I don't know why it's so difficult to choose. Well, I mean, I'm loving the fact that it's difficult to choose because normally we have a mediocre performance and the rest of it is all boom. It's all, it's one player and then everyone else, one player that stands out. Like for example, I'm guessing a lot of the Palace fans will probably be voting for Zaha tonight because him and Eze have only been the really 2 standout players. I mean, Kawhi's done pretty well from their point of view as well, but Mitchell, I think he's had a fantastic game. I don't know how many appearances he's had for Palace, but I think he's a good player. I think he's got a good. Yeah, Shane, what's going on? Saying, "Oh dear, I think I've upset my son." What have you said to him? What have you cooked? What have you cooked or not cooked for him? So where are we going? Antonio doesn't look happy. Yeah. So 6 minutes of added time. Mark. Oh, understandable. Says I told him that Noble won't be playing for West Ham forever. He won't. He won't. And Balcom Jr., if you're listening, your mum's right, I'm afraid, mate. Your mum's right. He's coming towards the end of his career, sadly. It's a shame. It's a shame. But he's a fantastic player. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're back to 1,730 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. 4 and 5. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Tony, mate. 4 and 5 in a short space of time now. 4, 5. Kieran said, yes, we are fucking massive. We are massive. This should have been 6-1. It could have been. Easily. Jeremy, welcome back, mate. Hope you're all right. Time for Sojek hat trick. Anything's possible. Not at the minute, mate, because Palace have got a corner. But good to see you back, man. I hope you're all right. I hope you join us tomorrow. It's from 7 o'clock for the weekly live chat where it's, I wasn't saying no holds bar, but said, where do they get 6 minutes from? Well, to be honest with you, mate, we've had, there's about, with that injury between Cahill and Kawati, they were down for a good 2 or 3 minutes. We've had 3 substitutions from each side. So it's 5, maybe 6. So that's where it's come from, mate. So it says Man United is going to be a massive milestone ahead of the ahead in the FA Cup. It will. Fornals looks like he's down. Let's have a look at the replay. What's going on with Kawati? Yeah, he gets the ball. There's no intent. It's just yeah. Oh, ow! Actually, yeah. Fornell's left foot clips onto Kawati's left thigh. Yeah, that's why he's down. And it's, youch. He's got the paint on the back of his head. The ground is still that wet that he's got the paint mark on the back of his head, like that bloke in the Great Outdoors who was hit by lightning, was it 65 times or whatever it was. Tony says, nah, don't believe you, JP. The referee is a secret Palace fan. Oh, dear. So Zaha. MacArthur. Ward with the ball in. Well cleared from Dawson. Soufal once again. What a bargain. What a bargain that kid is, honestly. What a bargain. So there we are, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left of extra time. No one can agree on the man of the match, which is a good thing. And potentially... Go on, Nibes. No, it's Fornells. No. Yeah. Great run from Fornells then. Really, really good. He's done that twice in this second half. Very, very good little runs from him. There's a Mitchell is looking knackered, bless him. I'd like to see more of this kid, actually. I might watch a few more Palace games if I get the chance, because I think he's all right, this Mitchell. I think he's good. I think he's all right. What do you guys reckon? Take the West Ham glasses off for a minute, just how Mitchell's played. Noble with the throw in. Little bit of delays to the game, but as always, as it is in the last minute or so of extra time. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying about Mitchell, right? He had Yarmolenko and Rice around him, and he still gets the ball out. Very good. He was decent in EastEnders. MacArthur. Riederveld, I think that is. Yeah, Riederveld. Oh. That's right. There we go. 3-2. Didn't even know Batshuayi was playing, to be honest with you. It's a little bit, yeah. Essentially, we should have dealt with that a lot better. Poor, it is poor, mate. Yeah. A little bit of complacency. So there's an extra 30 seconds added on for the end of it. There we go. Full time. There we go. 3-2. To be honest with you, yeah. Apart from that piss poor defending, we Tony says, well done tonight. Good stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. I do, and I hope and thank you to everybody that stayed throughout the entire broadcast. And you know, guys, I'm so glad that there's no fluctuations in it either. Brain says full time leads Newcastle 1, Leeds 2. Thank you very much, mate. Mark says 4th. I'll take that. Well, you'll have to make because we've got no choice. But seriously, guys, thank you very, very much for staying, and thank you to the person that subscribed tonight as well. If you are new to the channel, then by all means, please do follow us all on the all the social media. You can follow the channel on Twitter. You can follow us on YouTube. You can obviously, if you are watching us on YouTube, click the subscribe button. But guys, thank you very much for your time. It's absolutely brilliant. Cheers, Kieran. Thank you very much. Good night, Mark. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. I say hopefully get to see you tomorrow night at 7:00 for the live the live weekly chat. So we can talk about a few things from 7:00. Again, there's not much really to talk about, but I know it's some of you guys have a great do enjoy the conversations we have. So in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. If I don't see you tomorrow night, then the preview for the Liverpool game will be going up for the Patreons on Thursday evening. It'll be live on YouTube on on Friday, and you guys will be able to watch that. And hope to see you all for the hope to see you for the live. If I don't see you tomorrow night, hope to see you on Sunday for the Liverpool watch along, which will be it's under 4:30. So we'll be live from 4:20 on Sunday. All things willing, and we'll hopefully have a few things to talk about with the transfer window as well. So Kieran says, thanks, John, and have a great evening, everyone. Ian J, welcome, mate. Irons, all the best, guys. See you soon.